Hello there, USBGF friends. Phil Simborg. I just returned from a wonderful tournament in Pittsburgh, and as usual, when I'm in a tournament, I take lots of pictures. I probably took 50, 60 pictures of positions that came up as we were playing, and I also take pictures of positions when I'm watching other people play. And when I have some spare time, one of the things I make it a point to do is watch some of the best players in the world play. And I was watching one such player, actually two really incredible players playing, and one of them pretty quickly made a very bad play here with the 6-2. Red to play 6-2, and in case you can't read the pip count, red is behind 6 pips before the roll. The score is 6 away, 4 away. Red is losing. I don't think that's really important to the play. But how would you play a 6-2? Well, without giving it a lot of thought, the player, who is really, again, one of the best players in the world, played 13-7, 13-11. And that's what most people would do. You leave fewer shots. You're much less likely to get hit with the 1 than you are with the 3. As a matter of fact, we all know that if you leave it 1 away, you get hit 11 times. And if you leave it 3 away, you get hit more. Why? Because there's 11 threes, but you can also get hit with a 2-1 and a double 1. So there's 14 times this checker gets hit and 11 times this checker gets hit. So if the main goal is not to get hit, and if the only goal is not to get hit, it certainly is right to play to the 11th point. But in this case, that's not your only goal, and it's not the only thing that you have in mind. Let's take a look at the 3 best plays, and you'll see that playing the 2 checkers down is an 8% blunder, and blunder is anything over 8%. And the best 2 plays are very close, but the best plays leave the checker back on the 13 point. Why would you do that? What's the logic of that? Well, if you're like me, you will often have plays where you're not quite sure what the computer is telling you and why it's better. But if you think long and hard and try to come up with a good reason why it might be better, then that's where you learn something. That's where you plug a hole. And if you're not sure, then call a friend. call me, because I can tell you. And the reason I can tell you is, even if I don't know, I'll find out, because I have people that I can ask on those times that I don't know, but most of the time I can figure it out. Well, here, there's several important concepts. This race is very close. If you move the 1 to here, now if blue rolls high numbers, he runs away, and means he's doing okay in the race and might win that way. And if he rolls low numbers, most of your really low bad numbers include a 1. So if he rolls low numbers and really low numbers, he hits. And if he rolls really high numbers, he's gone. By leaving it 3 away, now if he rolls a 1, you're going to get the shot. Or if he rolls a 2, you're going to get the shot. The only thing that really hurts you are the 3s, and I grant you there's more 3s than 1s, but again, with the 1s, you're going to get hurt with both 1s and high numbers. Or let's say he rolls a 6-2, 6-3. All of those things get by and put him in pretty decent shape in the race. So here, you'd love to get the shot. You will win this game if blue leaves a shot and rolls. For example, if you leave the checker back here, here's what it looks like. If you leave this checker here, and blue rolls a 5-1, 5-2, 6-1, 6-2, all of those are going to leave shots. If he rolls a 4-2 or a 4-1, now he can't run. Unless he wants to leave you a shot, he's forced to play inside and waste more checkers and hurt himself very much in the race, and you'll certainly get by him, and now the race is better. So you keep him from running, or you might get a shot, and getting a shot here with you having a board like this is a pretty good deal for you. So that's the reason that knee-jerk play, that even a very, very top champion, now I guarantee you, if he's watching this video, and I certainly didn't call it to his attention, I didn't even take a picture at the time. I just ran to the computer and put in the position because I remembered it and because it hit me at the time. Of course, there was another player standing next to me, another very fine player, and we whispered to each other, could that be right? What are we missing? Because usually when I watch a giant make a great play or make any play that I disagree with, then the first thing I think of is the same thing I think of when I'm doing XG. I say, okay, what does he know that I don't know? Why would I have made the other play? And of course, occasionally I'm right and they're wrong. But usually they're right. This is one case where they were wrong. But here's the biggest lesson about this play. The biggest lesson is he moved very quickly. There's no way in the world, if he had stopped and thought about this a little bit, he wouldn't have made the right play. He knows this theory. He knows these plays. Every really top player understands this position and would make the right play if they thought about it. So even the best players in the world play too fast and don't look at all their options. You make knee-jerk plays. You make automatic plays. And anytime you go into automatic, you're going to lose. This was not a small, unimportant match. This was in the Open Championship division, and the loser gets knocked out. And these players came from long distances to play in the game and spent a lot of money to get there. To play hastily is almost inexcusable and something that most good players don't do. The rest of us can learn from that. We can learn from their mistakes as well as their example. I hope you found this interesting. I have many more interesting plays. I wish I could put in 10 a day because there are so many good ones and so many interesting stories behind most of them. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.